So if an LGBT person wants to talk about their beliefs, then it's a First Amendment right. But if a Christian wants to talk about their
Thank you for sharing your argument with me. I appreciate your interest in discussing the topic of freedom of speech and religion in the United States. However, I disagree with some of the claims and assumptions you have made in your argument. Here is my rebuttal. First, you seem to imply that there is a general bias against Christians and in favor of LGBT people in the United States, and that this bias is reflected in how they are treated when they express their beliefs or protest. However, this is not supported by the facts. According to the Pew Research Center, Christians are the largest religious group in the United States, comprising about 65% of the adult population, while LGBT people are a small minority, accounting for about 5.6% of the adult population. Christians also enjoy a high level of social acceptance and respect in the country, while LGBT people face significant discrimination and stigma in various areas of life, such as employment, housing, healthcare, education, and family. Therefore, it is not accurate to portray Christians as a persecuted or marginalized group in the United States, or to suggest that they are treated unfairly or differently than LGBT people when they exercise their rights. Second, you seem to conflate the freedom of speech and religion with the freedom from criticism or consequences. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution protects the right to freedom of religion and expression from government interference, but it does not guarantee that everyone will agree with or support what you say or believe. The freedom of speech and religion also comes with responsibilities and limits. For example, you cannot use your speech or religion to incite violence, defame others, spread hate speech, or violate the rights of others. You also have to respect the rights of others to disagree with or challenge your views, or to express their own views that may differ from yours. Therefore, it is not fair or logical to claim that LGBT people who talk about their beliefs are exercising their First Amendment rights, while Christians who talk about their beliefs are being bigoted or shoving their religion down people's throats. Both groups have the same rights and obligations under the law, and both groups are subject to public scrutiny and debate. Third, you seem to ignore or dismiss the context and motives behind different forms of protest. The First Amendment also protects the right of citizens to assemble peaceably and to petition their government for redress of grievances, but it does not justify any kind of protest regardless of its purpose or outcome. The nature and impact of a protest depend on several factors, such as the cause, the message, the methods, the participants, the targets, and the consequences. For example, LGBT people who protest for equal rights and dignity are fighting against historical and ongoing oppression and discrimination that affect their lives and well-being. On the other hand, some Christians who protest against the certification of a legitimate presidential election are supporting a baseless and dangerous attempt to overturn the will of the people and undermine democracy. Therefore, it is not reasonable or consistent to claim that LGBT people who protest are just democracy in action, while Christians who protest are a white supremacist insurrection. Each protest should be evaluated on its own merits and effects. In conclusion, I have shown that your argument is based on false or misleading premises, faulty logic, and double standards. I hope that you will reconsider your position and acknowledge the flaws in your reasoning. I also hope that you will respect the rights and dignity of all people regardless of their sexual orientation or religious affiliation. Thank you for listening to my rebuttal.